Out come the Bills and the face of the franchise, 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. Last 4 years, over 4,000 passing yards.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They send the tight end in motion. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got the connection. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll run with a man who went to high school nearby in Miami Central. It's James Cook. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. 2nd and 7. Slot receiver, headed right. From the gun, it's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. Now a 3rd and 2. In motion, Shakir. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's Cook. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Josh Allen on the bootleg. He's going to run out of time. They get to him.
Look at Robinson. What you see is a guy who really has a lot of upside remaining, Mike. I don't even think he is completely maximized. I think Miami has themselves a guy with a lot of upside and a lot of room to grow.
On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A run with the fullback in goal. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They get the veteran, Teron Armstead. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Waddle. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now 2 at a throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea.
Now problem. He loses the football near his own goal line. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. He puts it up, and it's caught. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills are out to a 10-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. That's taken in by Achane. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
The pass rush gets home. Oliver in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. Looking for Berrios downfield. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it beginning on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver.
And let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot, typically more where like a wide receiver would align, but his ability to get downfield and use that big body, when you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. One more time going up top with Allen. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
To throw again, it's Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
In motion, Shakir. Throwing again, it's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire. Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Allen to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and
it is brought in the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Pass now for the extra point. Kick is good. And the Bills move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tua. The pressure gets there, and here he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this is probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Tua.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback...